All videos on this channel are intended for adult Star Wars enthusiasts. Hello, and welcome to Star Wars Obsessed, where I talk about anything Star Wars. I'm Richard, and I am excited about the new Star Wars movie, The Rise of Skywalker. I'll be seeing it on December 19th, I think at 9:30. So I'm going to post this video before that time. I want to go through my Star Wars scrapbook. I've shared this before, and this is a lot of stuff that I've collected back in the day in the 80s. But the one thing that I wanted to share is this newspaper article way back in 1983 when Return of the Jedi came out. This is the anticipation, the excitement, everybody looking forward to the final Star Wars movie. I want to share this article about the excitement and what these people were looking forward to with the release of Return of the Jedi. Here we go. Okay, this article was in the Los Angeles Times, Wednesday, May 25th, 1983. The title of this article is AVCO Cinema Digs In for Return Onslaught. For Albert Sabo, manager of the Avco Center Cinema in Westwood, Return of the Jedi means a return to packed houses, every show, every day, for weeks. It means a return to youngsters and some not so young camping outside the theater overnight to be first in line. And it means a return to the excitement that brought Sabo into the motion picture theater business 37 years ago. When the crowds are gathering here, it's almost like the birth of a baby. First the anticipation, then the excitement and the enjoyment. There's a rejuvenation as one crowd leaves and another comes in. Sabo, age 64, has been preparing months for the arrival of Jedi. He and staff members are at the ready for the mobs that are anticipated to descend on the theater beginning at 9 this morning. The last show starts at 12:30 a.m. Sabo, a fixture for 13 years at the Avco, experienced the original Star Wars mania in 1977 and its successor, The Empire Strikes Back, in 1980. He is a man with high energy and almost a cheerleader's intensity when the subject of George Lucas, the mind behind the Star Wars trilogy. He is in the mold of Louis B. Mayer, Jack Warner, Adolf Zucker, Daryl F. Zanuck, and the great pioneers of the industry, said Sabo, who still carries the accent of a boyhood in Hungary. He's absolutely one of them. No one tells George Lucas what to do or how to do it. He is the epitome of America and the free mind working, and we're getting better entertainment for it. The other afternoon, Sabo sat in his office at the Triplex on Wilshire Boulevard and expounded on a theater readying itself for a potential blockbuster like Return of the Jedi. The theater is equipped with the new THX speaker system designed by Lucas Company, and that, said Sabo, in a fit of excitement, is the greatest improvement in film exhibition since the 70mm screen. It is absolutely outstanding. Sells a lot of tickets itself and will help sustain the motion picture industry. Lucas has brought fresh blood into the industry. He cares about details. He doesn't rush his productions. He's a great leader and has tapped today's movie-going audience. For the past couple of weeks, telephone lines into the theater have been ringing an average of once a minute. Callers want to know if Jedi tickets will be sold in advance. No, only 2 hours prior to each show. And how long the lines will be. An avalanche, Sabo said. The Empire Strikes Back holds the Avco House record, and Sabo expects Jedi to break it. These films, he said, have touched a nerve in the public. It's simply the basic human conflict, he said. Good and evil. It's Red River in space. John Wayne in space. You can be absolutely sure when you see a Star Wars picture that you will not be cheated. Our heroes will win, and you will feel good when you leave. Not like wanting to run over a cat or a dog on the way home or fighting with your wife. For the expected crush of Jedi, Sabo began hiring and training new personnel 2 months ago. There's no excuse to be undermanned, he said. We need to provide utmost service and be fast. We have to make sure there's always enough change at the window and the candy counters are restocked at every intermission. For the run of Jedi, Sabo will order at least 3 times as much popcorn, soft drinks, and candy as usual. The volume will be enormous, he said. 6 different sizes of popcorn are sold from the $2.75 family bucket. $2.75 for popcorn? We'll see several hundred boxes of Milk Duds a day. Doorman Crawwell, meanwhile, was at the front concession stand dishing up some Dr. Pepper and Milk Duds. This week, he'll be mostly out front of the theater, assigned to handle the expected long lines for Jedi. I'll be trying to keep order, he said, leaning over the refrigerated case of bonbons and watching out for those cutting in. People will be waiting day and night to see this movie. I'm kind of scared in a way. There are masses of people and many of them are fanatics. They lose their minds over this thing. Up front in the cashier's booth, Stanley, a junior in history at UCLA, was punching up tickets. She has worked at the theater about 2 years and will be behind the concession stand today. I like it here, she said. You can talk more to the people. With films that draw like Jedi, she said, it gets hectic. People get nasty and grumpy, and sometimes because they have to wait. We try and be polite. Thousands are going to be coming through here. They've been calling for weeks. They want to sleep in the streets. They worry about getting in. The excitement of it all does have an effect on the staff, she says. This movie makes people happy, and that rubs off on us. I'm not a Star Wars freak. I wouldn't sleep out in the street, but I would wait in a long line. It's an exciting visual experience. You can come in and escape for a couple of hours. Rothberg will be up in the projectionist booth with his unique view of the proceedings. They expect perfection out there. Rothberg said the AFGO has state-of-the-art equipment in projection and sound, and this is the place to see Jedi. And that is a nice blast from the past right there. People being excited about Return of the Jedi. Just the anticipation, the wonderfulness of it. And that's how I'm feeling about The Rise of Skywalker. The final film in the Skywalker saga. It's gonna make me sad, I'm sure it will. But I'm very excited to see this. And I hope you all are excited to see it as much as I am. After I see The Rise of Skywalker, I will record another video giving my opinion on the movie, my thoughts, my feelings. Did I like it? Did I not like it? But until then, may the Force be with you. Hey, thanks for watching Star Wars Obsessed. If you like this episode, give it a thumbs up and click subscribe. If you want to be notified of upcoming videos, hit that bell icon. You can follow me on Instagram, and if you want to express your obsessiveness about Star Wars, then join me at Star Wars Obsessed on Facebook. See you in the next video.